How's it going, everybody? You're watching Dad versus CPS. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so unfortunately, I'm a bit upset right now. Okay, so I'm just trying to calm down. Okay, I tried making a video earlier and I couldn't post that. Alright, I had to calm down. And I'm more calm now, okay? It's hard. Right? But I'm going to explain to you what's going on, okay? And I'm doing this for everyone, okay? I'm doing this for everyone that watches my videos and is somewhere where they're probably getting done like this too, okay? So the video that I'm posting right now is, okay, so if you haven't been watching my YouTube channel, if you haven't been watching my Facebook, okay, I've been exposing a lot of fraud that's being committed inside of the Dimmit County Courthouse. I'm showing everyone exactly what's going on in our judicial local system here, right? Gotta calm down, okay? I'm very upset, okay? I really am. Okay, let me tell you what's going on, okay? So they're pissed. Like, seriously, everyone is pissed at me because I am exposing their fraud and showing people just exactly how I'm being done wrong. But if they're doing me like this, okay, you're damn right. They've done this to you too. Okay, I've called out magistrate judges. Okay, I've called out the judge, right, the county judge. I've called out, the Dimmit County attorney. I've called out Mario Sylvia, the county clerk. I've called out the court coordinator, Julissa Sanchez Alvarado. I've called out the deputy clerks, Belinda Sandoval, and the deputy clerk, Sally Flores. Okay. I've been showing people just exactly the fraud that's being committed, but more of the documents and information that I'm speaking about, right? Because I say this, right? And some of it's out there that I posted, okay? But a lot of it is on my documents that I filed and what I've been filing. And I'm going to show you that in a bit. And I'm going to show you just exactly on how everybody, okay, literally is not telling me that I have trial, okay? And they've been telling me that it's on the 30th and 31st, okay? But let me tell you something, okay? I've seen this happen to many people who I've helped before, and I always know it's never that day. So it's probably Monday, right? Seriously, okay? And I'm going to show you something, okay? And I don't know that for sure, because you know what? Something told me to go to the courthouse and to get an updated version of the list of papers, and I just posted that video, right? And to get an updated version of the docket sheet and have them in comparison and cross-reference them for any malicious things that may have been entered, okay? And I started off at, Sally's office, in Sally Flores. I was there, and I asked Sally for some certified copies, right? And I got them. And that wasn't a problem. Just one certified copy. That was 2 documents. That I had no idea that it was 2 documents. Okay. In total, I spent about $12 for both. 2 pages. Right. One was the amended complaint. Okay. And the second one, okay, that was still that document, but page 2 was an affidavit for probable cause. Okay. And this is the prosecutor doing this, okay, like straight up. And I'm going to show those documents right now in a bit, okay? And I had called out those documents already before, all the defects, that they had and all that, right? And, I've always known to do this, right? This has always been my style, okay? And they're going to hear it. They're going to know my style now. Okay, and it's going to be very sad for them that they couldn't even combat it, right? After I reveal what I'm about to do. And they say that most attorneys don't like to give out their finishing move. But I'm going to tell you, because you can't even combat what I'm about to do, Okay, I haven't even done it. Okay, and it's very impressive that I actually can do this and still will do it. Okay, but watch what I'm going to show. Okay, so what I'm going to do is some of these documents, and I only was able to get 3 of them certified, and I chose the best ones that I thought any normal guild attorney, if they're out there, there is. Okay, they're usually in the private sector, not with the courts. Unfortunately, there should be good ones there, but whatever. Okay, so I chose. I only had enough to do this for. It was 3 documents, really, right? But I really bought 2, but one of them was 2, so that's even better. In total, I have 3 certified copies of fraudulent documents. I certified their fraud. Is what I did, and that's about to be filed. Okay, I'm not stupid. Okay, I know how to stop what's being done to me. Okay, and if all I got in my defense is the documents that they filed, and if all I got is that to put as an exhibit on my exhibit list, okay, I don't think they're gonna even want that. And I'm telling them what I'm gonna do already. Okay, and there's nothing that they can do to stop me, right? But watch. Okay, I'm gonna show you the docket list. Okay, now I something told me go get a copy of it, right? So I'm there in the office, right, with Sally Flores, right, and I'm telling her right after I buy the certified fraud, right. I told her, well, Sally, before I leave, nah, I didn't say it like that, right, but I'm trying to, be my best to conversate with her, and I'm just basically trying to tell her that I need the list of papers, the updated list of papers, okay? And Sally knows what I'm talking about, right? As a matter of fact, let me show you real quick. It's this document, right? And Mario calls it page 5, the paper that's stapled on the left side of the folder. That document, okay? And this is a real document that's in the case folder, but is not filed on the docket, but it will be. Okay, so this is their version of the docket sheet, which is not the docket sheet. Okay, because I'm going to show you the docket. Let me show it to you right now. Okay, so that you know. Okay, this is the docket sheet. Okay, and let me just show it to you real quick. Okay, you can press pause. Stop. Okay, y'all press pause. Y'all look to it. Okay, let's go to the page number 2. Okay, here's the docket sheet. There it is. What I'm covering down here is my emails. Okay, you don't need that. What I covered over here was my TRN number, my driver's license number, my date of birth. I really don't care about that, but I just chose to include it. Okay, and then on page 3, okay, here is the docket sheet. These are the last entries of the documents filed in this case. Okay, and here I am demanding for my trial, because they were trying to set me up already, trying to say that I had to go to trial, and I'm like, fine, if I have to go to trial, then I'm just going to demand for a jury, because I already know how this goes, and I'm not going to get it done wrong. I've done this for too long. I mean, like, seriously, like, I know a lot of their moves already, that, I'm able to prevent this from happening, effectively, and where I've seen that if, ultimately, the only way that you can stop the fraud is to expose the fraud, like, straight up. Because when you find out it's everybody involved in it, there's nothing that you can do to report anything, because they're all in on it. Okay, like, seriously. Okay, so and here's this. It says notice of amended list of witnesses. I don't even have that. Okay, because that's just a notice. That's not even the list of witnesses. Okay, so I have no idea what that is. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, but this is the one that everybody's pissed off at me right now, and I'm going to show that to y'all. Okay, I called this one notice of prosecutorial and professional misconduct. Defendant discovers a forged document that was filed on 1/23/2024 by Daniel M. Gonzalez, and that is the Dimmit County Attorney. Attached A, right? Let's see. Attached in this document was discovered to have the discovered to have. I'm just describing the document that I had filed, right? And you know what? I'm just looking at this right now, and OMG, I just noticed something. Okay, there's a document in here that is missing. They literally did not include it. Okay, let's see, it was just a couple days ago. Okay, let's see, unless it's this one, but I don't think it is. I'll come back to that. I literally filed my Yahoo document, which is basically the notice of prosecutorial misconduct. It's that one, but it's an email where I tagged all 4 commissioners of the Commissioners Court, right, of Dimmit County, and where I've tagged, I think, one magistrate, which is Alberto Esquivel. He's also known as Pito, aka Pito. If you've been to jail and you've bonded out, he probably bonded you out. Okay? And I probably tagged the entire staff at the Dimmit County Sheriff Department. No, I'm just kidding, right? I wanted to do that, right? But I tagged the sheriff. I counted all the emails. I tagged dispatch. I tagged the records department. I tagged as many officials as I could get included in on this fraud, so that somebody could do something about it, right? And I'm going to show you what they just did, okay? And so after I filed this one, right, they retaliated, right? And all they could think of was start sending the subpoenas out. And we're going to send, we're just going to bring in, and they chose 3 guys, okay? And they have a witness list of 8 witnesses, and they chose just to subpoena 3, okay? Which is Deputy Daniel Serrano, okay? So he's a witness. I can't talk to him. I cannot communicate with him or anything like that, okay? Whatever, okay? Because you know what? People are going to see this video, and I'm not telling anyone to message him. Hell no, I'm not saying that. Do not do that, okay? And then right here, Officer Julio Fuentes, and then my dad, okay? So I couldn't even contact him and tell him, hey, how's it going, or anything like that, because, he's a witness now, okay? But they chose 3 people, okay? And this is the docket sheet, okay? This is public information, okay? This is available to anybody, okay? And then that's why they're pissed, because I'm showing everyone what they're doing, like straight up. If you just walked into the same courthouse that I was in, and that was the annex Dimmit County building, okay, and that's on the 2nd floor. As soon as you get into the elevators, you step out the elevator, and then you walk towards, like, the left side, and you're not going into the district clerk's office, but you're going slightly to the left and walking into that room in the corner on the left side, on top floor, okay, and that is Judge Alicia Gomez Ponce, okay. That is her office. That is the last place I went. The first place I went was Sally's office, which is in the historic Dimmit County Courthouse. It's on 103 5th Street in Carrizo Springs, Texas. Okay, 78834. Okay, and Sally's office is on the main entrance on 5th Street side. Okay, and you open the door, and as soon as you walk in, Belinda's office is on the left side. Okay, that's hers. And if you just walk all the way straight, then that is Sally's office. Okay, it's got the big printer. That's where they print documents. That's where they got the plats. That's where they got the indexes and yada yada yada, all that good stuff. Okay, so let me continue. Okay, so as I was there and I had already gotten the certified fraud papers that I purchased from them, I can't even believe how they even sold that to me, right? Because first of all, okay, the documents were entered fraudulently. Okay, without any time entries. Okay, let me show you. It's right here. Okay, guys, this is all public information. Okay, so right. So, right. Let's see. Well, I guess some of this stuff is not public information, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and blur this, right? They're just showing my TRN number, right? It's my information, right? My driver's license number. Oh, I can no, not my TRN number, but this is mine. Ah, yeah, but then the minute complaint. We'll come back to this. Okay? I have to blur on out now. Messed up my video. Okay. Anyways, it's just information, my information. Okay, so don't worry. And I didn't release anybody's real information. And if I did on this video, I would just blur it out. You know, because I'm required to do so. But anyways, as I was saying, okay, so you know, I was there in the office, and I tell Sally to print me out those certified fraudulent papers, and she does it, and she's stamping away, and she's. You know, that's all I was there for, and so she can get rid of me now because they don't want me in there, right? Exposing anything else. But before I left, I wanted to get that papers filed sheet, right? Mario didn't want to give me the docket sheet one time, right? And so to instead of giving you the docket sheet, that would really show everything that's being filed in your case, like these papers and everything that really is filed in there, okay? Mario. His version, hold on. Once again, okay, this is more, for somebody simple, like, straight up, okay, and this is not filed in your case, but in my case it will be, and it should be, okay, where it misleads someone who doesn't really know anything about courts that this is the actual document that's being filed in their case, and it's not. Like, because they can exclude things on here, and there's nothing that you could do to stop them from proving it because they can just reprint this again. Honestly, they can do the same thing to this, okay? And I'm going to show you what they are trying to do, okay? So let's go back to this one, okay? So they chose 3 people to go to court, okay? And they just did this recently. They served the service of process on the 25th, and it was received and served, okay? And they're just bringing my dad, okay? And they are bringing Daniel, right? The I guess he's a sheriff deputy, and then Julio Fuentes, who is not a sheriff deputy, but instead he is an officer of the Cruz Springs School District, okay? And he was a former deputy, but he's no longer there. And they were trying to bring him in as an officer, right, of the other company, okay? You know what? That is straight up. It is very misleading to the jury, okay? And you know what? There's not even any jury listed on here, like straight up, okay? It ends with this one, okay, with my dad, okay, and all 3 people. That's it, okay? And they've been telling me, okay. Alright, it was getting too hot. I had to turn on the aircon. I didn't want that noise on here right there. But, I'm just like sweating. I can't do it. It's still hot outside. Okay. But anyways, okay, let's continue. Okay. So what they're doing, what I just showed y'all, okay, is that, okay, just so you know, if you're going to court, and this is for any hearing, okay, this is for a trial, like, like I've been told that I'm going to have trial, but they've never actually filed my notice of a hearing for a trial, okay, like straight up. I just showed you the entire freaking list, the docket list, okay, and there's no notice of hearing, okay. I know enough to know that I'm being done wrong. I know that previously, when they were gonna have trial, okay, with me, okay, that they didn't even put a notice on that. But I already saw a repetitive manner where they started subpoenaing officers, right? And I didn't like that, right? I went to Sally and I told her print me out all the documents in that case because I'm entitled to 1 free copy of everything that's filed, okay? People, I'm in Dimmit County, Texas, in Cruz Springs, Texas, okay? And what they're doing in that town, okay, is so shady, it's not even funny. Like, it really isn't. They are doing people wrong on a large scale, okay? Where they're pissed off at me because on my latest document finding, okay, I put notice and I tagged 25 officials, right? And some of them are like people I know who aren't officials that I thought were very important, and I just included them, okay, and they can figure out for themselves who that is, okay, because you know what, they're entitled to notice of fraud, like straight up, okay. And so you know what, I've reached out to the sheriff, Chris, okay, and you know what, he hasn't done shit, like straight up. And I will show you everything that I've sent Chris, okay. And you had me the other day, you really did, okay. But you know what, okay, I'm not gonna talk about people too far than I have to, okay. But I gave him notice about the evidence that was being tampered in his records department, okay. And all I'm gonna say is that he did nothing about it, and you will see just exactly what I'm talking about, okay. But let's go back to this court hearing, okay. So they're serving 3 people. They intend to bring 3 people to court. 2 officers. One is a police officer, and the other one's a sheriff deputy. The other one's my dad. Why are they bringing my dad? All they're gonna ask my dad is if he's the owner of the truck, right? And that's it. They might ask some more things, and I hope they do. I like to ask questions too, okay? And I like for the witness to be passed, like straight up. I want to have fun with that, with everyone. Like literally, if that's how they wanted to do it, I would go to court and I would play this game, okay? And I would teach the fraud to the jury, okay? Because once you expose the fraud, they're finished, okay? It's a part of that proceeding, okay? And nobody's gonna stop me from talking, and they already know they can't, okay? Because I will address that immediately, okay? And whatever's being addressed at that point in time will be on official court record, okay? Where there, you know, you have to actually just watch everybody. If you're in county court in Dimmit County, Texas, okay, and you've ever been to court, let me tell you what I just found out, okay, by the court coordinator, Julissa Sanchez Alvarado, right? I asked her one time, is there any who's a court reporter? I asked her. She said, oh no, we don't have a court reporter, you know. And she probably is just telling me the truth because that's just the way it's been. She really doesn't know that there's supposed to be a court. I honestly feel that way, unless it's otherwise. But I honestly feel like that's what it is, because she admits it to me. I don't think that she really knows herself that, you know, there's supposed to be one. Where in this Dimmit County, okay, they've actually made it that if you would like a court reporter, you're supposed to request one. That's not how it works, okay? And if you wanted to have a recording, like visual or audio, you could request that too. I'm like, that's mandatory, straight up. You know, probably not the video, but I mean, yes. I mean, everyone else does it. Why not? You know. And I've already put that right in my demand for trial. Okay. People, they are pissed off at me. All of them. Okay. The judge's office, Judge Bunce's office, right? The county attorney, Dimmit County attorney, his office, right? His administrative assistant, Estella, right? They're all pissed off at me because I'm exposing everything they're doing. Okay, so they have every right to be pissed off at me. But you know what? I have every right to be exposing what they're doing, because they're doing everybody wrong. Like straight up, people. Okay? If you live in Dimmit County, you're from Carrizo Springs, Texas, you need to share this video, because I'm not making shit up. I am telling you exactly what's going on in this freaking courthouse, okay? And I am exposing everything, and they can't do anything about it. Where I'm talking to them, you know, in a manner where, hey man, you better shape up. You can't be doing the people wrong. I am defending y'all. I really am. Where I'm telling the Dimmit County prosecutor, I don't appreciate you doing this to my hometown, okay? Because it's wrong. Okay? I'm talking to him like if he's in trouble, and he is. Alright? People, there is so much fraud that's being committed in that courthouse. And I'm pointing it out in all my documents. And I'm going to share all my documents. I'm going to keep sharing. And I'm going to keep sharing. And you know what? It's my right. These documents are authored by me. Nobody can tell me that I can't, you know, be restricted of my own rights to my own document. I created it. I'm the author. I hold the rights that are superior to anything else, superior to any rule, okay? And then straight up, it is, okay? That's why I chose to write my own documents, okay? I didn't want an attorney that I can't share his document, because he'll be pissed about it. No, that's not the way it works. Okay? The way it really should work is that I'm going to write my damn document my damn self. I'm going to put the damn truth. It's going to be exposing the fraud. And they're going to be so mad they can't do nothing about it. They couldn't even strike the document off the record if they wanted to, because then it would be a felony crime. Okay? Like, straight up. Okay, people. So, we move on to show you more. Okay? On how they're doing people wrong in Dimmit County. It's going to be a good video. You need to share this video. Straight up. Okay? So okay, hold on. Before I show you this, okay, let me show you what I did in the next office. So from Sally Florida's office, I walked upstairs. Somehow they just, and I didn't want to go talk to him. I didn't want to talk to the Dimmit County attorney. For what? He doesn't help me. He's all scared to talk to me. He never answers my questions. I mean, how did this role switch? You know? And where, I mean, I used to be like, I remain silent, I don't say anything, and all that nonsense, right? Like, you know what? The questions that I'm asking him, he don't want to answer. What's wrong with that? And he's an attorney. Okay. He's the Dimmit County attorney. Okay? Daniel M. Gonzalez. He holds a Texas bar card. Okay? And I have it here somewhere in these documents. I put down every document, right? Because, you know, I've seen on their I don't like their documents at all. At all. If you look at this man's documents, any single document that he has filed in my case, in your case, in everybody's case, okay, he omits information that is so freaking valuable, right? That, like, who was the judge in this hearing? Where's the address to the courthouse on this document? And what hearing room was it in, right? I mean, you know, and who are the parties involved other than, you know, the state of Texas and Michael Cadena, right? Who's the attorney for the state of Texas? Because it's not listed on this on this document. I mean, what's up with that? You know? So my documents, okay, I authored it to be just the way I felt it needed to be. I included the judge, I included the court coordinator, I included everybody who's going to be in that courtroom that can be a witness for that day that's being heard, and yada yada yada, all that good stuff, right? Because that's the way it should be. At least I think it should be, right? I have been through so much in my life helping people. It's not even my own problems that I'm going through. Yet it's I'm seeing what they're doing to other people. Okay? So the people, my adversaries who are against me at the courthouse, you're not my enemy. Okay? But you're acting like a seriously bad opponent that follows no rules, cares nothing about anyone's rights, my rights in specific. Okay? And that needs to stop. Okay? They're allowing documents to be filed without interest of time. Okay? And you know what? The argument there is that, you know, because you would think that, oh, it doesn't got a time, so it's not, it's void. Right? That's not true. Right? Because they'll show you a statute that, you know, that they've written in, not them themselves. Who knows? Maybe they recommended it. I don't know. I mean, Mario's been there for 30 years. The Dimmit County attorney's been there for 30 years too. Right? Or Mario is the elected official who runs the commissioner's court and in charge of elections. I mean, and he's part of the Association of County and District Clerks, right? Where they're all part of that association, and they're all the clerks of the court, right? For the commissioner's court, where they're all in charge of the elections, right? I mean, dude, this is like freaking huge on a grand scale, okay? Where the attorneys, right? The county attorneys and district attorneys are part of their separate association, along with the sheriffs, right, of all the counties, part of one organization. And I'm not saying that's wrong, okay, but if you start to think about it and you catch on to what is being done, stretched all across the counties of every state, because it's like this in every state, okay, you're beginning to realize that, holy shit, what Trump was saying is real. This is election fraud. They choose who's going to be ran in office. They're all Democrats, right? I mean, it's no wonder why every single president was a Democrat, right? I mean, and Trump for the longest time, all of a sudden, he showed up. I'm not even gonna make this about Trump, okay? That's a whole other thing. You can watch videos on him later, okay? He's a good guy. That's all. Okay. So watch. So what they're doing to me is they're subpoenaing these 3 people. Okay, and there is no notice of a trial. Let's jump back to this. Okay. All right. So here it is. Right here. Okay. These are the last documents, people. Okay. Straight up. Okay. Why would the court choose the need? Okay. I've been working outside, I know, my hands. Okay. But why would the court choose to need to bring 3 people, and today is the 26th, and they just served these people on the 25th, my dad and him. Okay. Who's the 24th? My dad. I don't know, but they're all served, right? These 3 people. Okay, and that's it. And they're bringing them to court, and there's not anything. It doesn't even tell you why they're bringing them to court. There is no notice of a trial. This is my document. Okay, I wrote that. All I'm asking for is my demand for a trial by jury of my peers, and that's how I titled it. Okay, but there is nothing on this docket sheet that shows you that there's going to be a court-related event of any hearing that should be noted in the court's docket sheet as a trial or a trial by jury or a hearing of whatever hearing they're saying it is. Okay, so I mean, people, come on. Why are you going to subpoena 3 people and not include what they're being brought for? Okay, and straight up, these 3 people, okay, and I've already seen the subpoenas that they filed that Sally, authenticates. Okay, hold on, let me show you. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so I'm going to show you these subpoenas because these are cops, okay, and they're being brought in as cops, and they're being brought in as their work address as cops. Okay, so this is public information anyways. Okay, this was printed from my file. That's a criminal misdemeanor case. That is public record. If you wanted to just go to the courthouse in Dimmit County, located at 103 North 5th Street, and you said, hey, I know that guy Michael Cadena, right? Michael Andres Cadena, that's what it's listed on. And you know what? Let me see it. Let me pull up the video. It's cause number 14376, and it looks like this, right? Can you give me this document? And they got to give it to you. Straight up, so you can research it yourself, because you know what, if they don't give it to you, you just reach out to me on my Facebook and I'll just send it to you. Like, I mean, what? It's that simple. Like, straight, you know what, I think I should go apply to be a clerk. Maybe sometime later, not right now. Okay, right now I have the need to teach people the fraud, not so they can commit it, but so that they can stop it. Okay, obviously. Okay, but look how far to the extent that this fraud is, people. Okay, there's no stamp right here like this one has that says filed. Okay, it's not right here, it's not right here, it's not right here, it's not right. Oh, but you know what, Sally Flores, felt the need to authenticate this document even further, okay, when it doesn't even have an official file mark stamp. I mean, if she authenticated her fraud, right? Because literally, that's what this is done for. Okay, if you just look up in Google and you put seals of the court or county court, right, and then you read the definitions and the statutory provisions, right, and codes and all that nonsense. I mean, it's good stuff. It really is. I shouldn't call it nonsense. Okay, what they're doing is nonsense. What's nonsense is that this symbol, this seal right here, okay, is used to authenticate the actions of the court. And in this case, she authenticated this document, right, as a action of the court, the action being a Texas state subpoena. Okay, and she did it without even being entered onto the court's record. Okay, and when I got there, okay, this was several months ago, okay, can't remember when, okay, but I mean, if you look at the docket sheet, you'll see when these were done. It wasn't the first ones that were entered, okay, but instead it was the first ones. Those, okay, guys, women, men, okay, look, what I'm trying to say is that Sally Flores printed this. However, went in the printer, and she goes, here you go, Michael, for you, a gift, because she had to give it to me for free. because I'm entitled one free copy of every single document that's been filed in my case, to which I have never been served, and they couldn't even prove that I was served. I mean, oh my. Let's jump back to this document, okay? You see, well, I want to cover this. Hold on. Let me uncover this. And that's good enough. People, if you just go to this docket sheet, okay, that's all right here. You see the many lines of entries of all the dates. Every single line date of entry, every date is a document, okay? And if it's not a document, it's a hearing, okay? But they have tended to show that they don't put hearings in this docket sheet as they're required to do so, okay? OMG, okay? The fact that I even know all this stuff is very frustrating, people. It really is. Who the hell knows all this, right? They do. Well, I want to know too. Okay, so watch. Okay, so if you just go through this entire list, okay, you will see that none of these documents that were filed by the Dimmit County attorney, none of them, after been entered, do none of them say certificate of service or proof of service or manner of service. Okay, they've just been filed and they've been kept. The Dimmit County attorney said, I'm gonna create this document one day. Okay, you know what? Today's that day, and you know what? It's gonna be one document, one page, because you know what? There's no need to make it anything longer than that, because I'm not even gonna have it sent out. Only me and the clerks are gonna know about it. Okay, and you know what? And that's it. That's the way it goes. And nobody's got due process of law. Nobody got right to service. Nobody. This is me. I'm the Dimmit County attorney. My name is Daniel M. Gonzalez. I run this shit. This is how it goes. And if you have a say, any say in it, and if you think that you can go up against me, your ass is going to jail. Right? Who are you? You ain't nobody. I'm the Dimmit County attorney. Like, straight up, people. Like, that is him. Okay? That's not him. Oh, yes, it is him. Not with me. Right? Let me explain to you how I handle that situation. Okay? So, you know what? I didn't want to go upstairs. But I think that, you know, I started at... Hold on. Before I skip a part. Okay? I'm asking Sally Flores. Right? You know, okay, so I got my 2 certified documents. I didn't tell her it was the fraud, right? The certified fraud. And, but I told her that next, before I left, all I wanted was the list of papers that I just showed y'all. Okay, I needed an updated list, Sally. Can I please get one? And I didn't show her this because I didn't have it, right? But she knows what I'm talking about. Mario created it, I think, right? I mean, Mario is the one who showed it to me in the very beginning, right? I'm telling Mario, I just want to know, you know, what's that document that y'all have? Because everybody's got one. San Antonio calls theirs the case summary, right? And literally, right? And that one's actually registered with the Texas Register of Actions, of all court actions, right? And everything. They post theirs online. What's going on? How come Dimmit County can't do theirs? You know, as they're required by law. Like, seriously. Oh, I think that's why San Antonio does it. Right? Just gotta follow in accordance with law. Right, but over here in Dimmit County, they run shit, and that's just the way it is. And you know what? If you're outside of their government, you know what? Get the hell out of here. Because you know what? We run this shit. Like, straight up, that is Dimmit County for you. Okay? Now watch. So, I'm telling Sally Flores, right? And Sally Flores, if you're in the Dimmit County Historic Courthouse, located at 103 North 5th Street, Carrizo Springs, Texas, 78834. Okay, you will see that. Google it, right? It's a nice building, right? Little small, fraudulent building, right? All the frauds being committed in. That building is really sacred. It belongs to the people. Okay, yeah, we run that shit, not them. Okay, we tell them what to do, but that's not what's happening. That's not what's going on. Shit, they had me escorted out today, all because I wanted. They weren't gonna give me the documents. I already knew that. So I didn't want the documents. I just wanted the docket sheet, which is 1 page or 3 pages really. Okay, and I got that from Julissa. Okay, and that's, you know, about what I can say that she's done, you know, to help me in my case, you know. But she's really holding out. Okay, And Julissa is my friend Jonathan Sanchez. Jonathan Sanchez is my classmate, 2003. What's up, Jonathan? Sanchez. Your little sister's doing me wrong, bro. Like, people. Okay. She gives it to me because I know about it. She really has me thrown off. I really don't want to talk bad about her because she's my classmate's sister. Okay? And today she kind of told me something after she gave me these documents. Okay? They must have known that I was going to post this because I already posted the other document, the other docket sheet. Okay? And as I'm leaving and walking away, she tells me, I'll probably email you. Right? Now, I don't know what that meant. As if she was going to tell me what's going on. Okay? And I didn't know if that meant that she was just... Because they all knew that I now knew there was no scheduled hearing for a trial. And they all know me. The judge was there. Hi, Judge. I say, right? Well, not like that, right? But I go, hey, Judge. Hey, Judge, right? Like, seriously. Right? And she didn't say nothing. Okay, and she's not being rude, right? Because, you know, the rules say that we're not supposed to have ex parte communications. Even though they're freaking breaking all the rules anyways, you know? But, you know what? I like to be professional. And I did, okay? And if I have ever gone in there, okay, I guarantee you that I stay professional and I am assertive and I am demandful in what I want in the best way that I can present it. And I never cuss. I never, you know, on my channel, you know, that's different, right? This is my channel, right? But in the courthouse, you know, it's not in their courthouse, right? But we try to keep it professional. One, because you're following the rules of professional conduct. I don't really have to follow, right? But I do. I do when I'm actually filing my paperwork. And as mad as they are for everything that I've exposed in my documents that I wrote, that's the damn truth, the way I said it and how it's really going, okay? You know what? That's what I'm going to put, because that's what's the truth. And for years that they've been doing this to so many people, it's wrong, okay? Where I've actually caught an impersonating judge showing up from Cthulhu, okay? There's a man named Leodoro Martinez the third, okay? And he shows up, okay, on January 23, right, of 2024. He shows up, and he's impersonating a Dimmit County judge, a visiting judge, okay? And I didn't catch this at first, right? And I always do this, right? And I didn't do it. But usually, like, if something's happening, and I've been, you know, since 2017, I want to say, not before that, right? For sure in 2015, but for my own self, where I didn't really learn anything, I just experienced it, all the wrong things they did to me, right? It wasn't until I started helping, like, so y'all know how I know all this, right? Because y'all are probably like, how does he know it? Someone's helping him, right? Oh my God, all this and that, right? You know, nobody helped me. Nobody is helping me. I helped everybody. You understand? How many people I had to help to learn this? Okay, rewind on my channel, okay, and see the many people that I am helping, okay? You will begin to understand how it is that I know everything that I know, okay? You think that someone taught me this? No way. Self-made. I taught my damn self. I didn't go to law school. I didn't go to become any part of county associations, district clerk association, sheriff association. I'm not part of anything but the Dad versus CPS association of 16,000 subscribers. That's about it. You know, it's not even an association. Right? I don't even want it to be. It's just people who, you know, like my channel and they subscribe. That's all it is. You know, they love my content. You know, they see what I'm showing. They like what I do, and you know what? They take an interest in it solely because it's being done to them. Okay, and you have to understand. Okay, one day someone like me was going to, you know, appear. Okay, and you know, I really am here to help as many people as I can help. Okay, and you know, the thing is that so many times have they tried to send in informants. Yeah, straight up, that's what they are, right? And I got nothing wrong with their job, because they get paid for it anyways, but it's not my job, and it's, I don't like the fraud that they commit to, I am against fraud, like, straight up. Okay, but they have sent informants, right, on me, and I'm not crazy. Like, seriously, if you want me to start posting all their names, I freaking will do it. So don't even talk shit, okay? And where I am showing, these informants, right, or these people that they're not informants, but they're sent by the cops, right? They're literally being reeled into me to try and make me talk about a case, and how much am I going to charge, and here's the money, and no, man, the charge, straight up, man. But what I really do want is that if I help you, I want you to let me allow to record and document it is what we're doing, so that I can share this on my YouTube channel, and they can help someone, and then that person can teach someone, and then you know what? I start a good chain of effects, a domino effect of things being done and things being starting to go the right way. And if if I can just teach so many people and make a record of that and put it on my channel, one day somebody's gonna run across my channel and they're gonna be going through the same thing, and they're gonna be, holy shit, that guy's really teaching it. He's exposing the fraud. Not that he's teaching fraud, but he's teaching everyone the fraud that's being committed to you, to me, to them, to everyone out there. Okay? Let me tell you, what I've done. Okay? Just to prove to you, and they can't even argue that I did. He didn't do that. Nah, straight up, I did. And the entire freaking courthouse in Dimmit County, the county court staff, all the many people they had, like, they're typing, acting like they're doing something, like maybe they were. I don't know. Okay, but they're up there. Okay, on January 23rd, of 2024. Okay, a visiting judge showed up. Okay. Now, at the time, I believed it, yes, I don't know everything, they have fooled me, they have continuously still fooled me, but as I go along throughout all their foolishness, right, I begin to understand that, what the hell am I doing? Well, I'm just learning how much foolishness that they're going to present to me, right, because I need to document all this, right, but I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to assert that foolishness is not the way it's supposed to be. And how can I say this? Because here's the law that says that it can't be that type of foolishness, and here's the real procedure, or whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah, you'll see that in a lot of my documents, and I'm going to start posting everything, because if it's one thing I hate to post, it's something that I cannot support. It started early on where, people that were watching my channel, right? Because I was watching other people's channel, right? And I didn't like the way subscribers were saying, he's talking this and that. And not about me, but about, and I'm going to say no names, right? But other people that, there's no channel like mine. Like, straight up, I am showing everything. Okay? Because that's what needs to be done. Damn it. Okay? There are other channels out there where people are just sitting on a chair, and sometimes I do that, right? But I'm not just doing that. I'm showing you exactly everything how you're supposed to do it. No one else is teaching that, and it's not because they don't want to. It's because they really don't know. Okay, my hands-on experience has taught me so much about the court system that I know what Judge Martha can do and what she cannot do. Okay, now I don't know all that she can do, but I have a good, idea of what a county judge can do, because I've seen them do it, and I've made the motions to make them do it, and how they can't deny it, and even if they did try to deny it, on how it would just be, I could just go on that, right, but I don't want to just make it seem like I know everything more than judges, because that might not even be true at all. Most of the things that I'm doing, I learn on the spot. Something's happening particularly in that situation that I'm in, I've never been through it, well, it is during that time, within a few minutes, I'm lying, like hours, that it takes for me to write my documents, and I actually got a good comment today, where everybody was like, and all the many pages that you file, right, and I'm like, well, shit, have you read it? right? Yeah, you're. I can't remember. I can't remember the numbers of pages, right, without even looking at them. But man, I got some pretty damn good documents that are like 30 pages, 20 pages, 12 pages, 15 pages, 7 pages, you know? And it's like I don't know when to stop. Because you know what? I can't stop. It all has to be there. See, I gotta document it all. If I don't put it there, I'm allowing the fraud to happen. And I can't do that. You know, I don't like it. It's wrong. To do the people wrong is wrong. Okay? It really is. Where? So, I'm telling Sally Flores, let me rewind if I haven't even gone forward, right? I just love to tell you everything I'm doing, right? Someone has to be doing it, right? It's not me. Who else is gonna be? It's not many that know what I know, okay? And they're probably laughing at me. Oh, he thinks he knows it all. No, I don't. I'm telling you right now, I don't. But I know what y'all can do, right? And when I see y'all doing it, and I know you can't do it, you're damn right I'm gonna call it out. But if you were doing it before, and I didn't know, you got me. I give you that. But I guarantee that shit is gonna stop. And it's already gonna stop. They're pissed off because that notice of prosecutorial and professional misconduct. That's right, I write all these documents. Nobody's helping me do it. Okay, all these documents are my own. Okay, they're mad, right, because of what I'm putting. And it's the truth. Okay, I'm going to show you my emails that where I am showing the sheriff, I am showing the county attorney, I am showing the court coordinator, Julissa Sanchez Alvarado. I am showing that while in representation of myself, okay, I discovered fraud. I discovered and can prove and will show you right now on this video, okay, on how I discovered at the Dimmit County Sheriff's Department, the Records Department, the Sheriff's Department where Chris Castaneda is the sheriff, okay, at his department, and I showed him how it was done and what time it was and what day it was, and it happened on the 17th of January, and how I'm giving him notice and just a few days after where the cameras are still recordable. It's not been overwritten. It can be retrieved, it can be saved, and it can be used as evidence. And just like the way they use other evidence like that and prosecute people, it could have been done the same way. But the clerk that I caught printing the document that was not the real document, okay, because I had the real document, I took a picture of the real document, I tagged my GPS coordinates on that picture, the property file information, right, of those pictures tells you where I was at, right? I can't believe what they're doing. Let me show you the emails. Let me flip this around. I was just sending it to Peter. Man, this is just frustrating. Like, I have put my life into building my documents for everyone, for me, recently. And it hurts. It hurts to know that my public servants are doing me wrong. And I hold out a lot with my feelings. It really does hurt me. I know I'm being done wrong. And I have to do all this fighting in my documents to defend myself, and it hurts. It does. Okay? But I'm tough. Because you gotta be tough. Right? Because if you're weak, they're gonna eat you up. Chomp, 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 chomp. Because just like a shark will eat you up and gobble you up in whole. Okay? There are sharks out there. Okay? You know who you are. Okay? When you got the nerve to tell me, so, are you gonna pay your fee too? What fee? You ain't send me no bill. Let me see. Right? Are you trying to extort me? Is that what this is? Right? I'm not trying to mislead people, right? But there's a notice that they say, right, is a notice of hearing, but it's not. There's nowhere in the document, that even on the top heading, just like all my documents, I put my notice, notice of the document name, right, and I stylize it the right way, and it's 2 notices that they have filed that, aren't even real. No, you couldn't convince any of the judge that that's a damn notice, right? Because the title, there's no title of heading, okay? But it's stylized in a manner where in the middle of the document, in a box, right, tells you the arraignment hearing and the date and time, right? And so if you didn't know what a real notice of hearing looks like, you would believe that that's your hearing notice when it really isn't, right? Because that's not even what it says in the heading. The heading is actually being announced with the state seal, Texas seal, with the man's name on it, right? Visiting judge, right? And so it's just like, wow, this is a real hearing of a judge, right? Because it says judge, and I got it at the courthouse, right? They can't even prove that they even, the fact that I even have those documents, okay? They're probably pissed because they didn't want to give me those documents, okay? And you know what? For years, they have literally convinced me in previous times that whatever it was that I wanted, okay, that I couldn't get it because I'm not an attorney and I need to get an attorney. Only an attorney can get these documents and blah blah, yada yada, and all that trash, okay? And I believed it. And they do it to you, they did it to me, they're doing it to him, her, everyone, okay? They don't care, okay? They don't. Honestly, they don't, okay? That's why I talk to them the way I talk to them, okay? And I'm not being rude, okay? Where they don't talk to me as if they have the authority to make me do what I want to do, right? Their way, right? And how I wanted to do it my way, not theirs. And if I just felt like not doing it at all, I ain't gonna do it, right? You're not gonna scare me, people, okay? You can't scare me, okay? Straight up. Where I'm scaring them, and that's not what I'm trying to do, right? But they're afraid because they're afraid that they're gonna go to jail, like straight up. Where my last documents, right? That notice of the prosecutorial misconduct, where I felt like it didn't get the attention that it needed, and that's because I shared it on Facebook. Okay, like seriously, my document. Why can't I? I wrote it. It's my book. That's the way I see it. Nobody can argue that it's theirs because you know what? They didn't write it. It's got my seal on it. It's got my signature, right? Not a real signature, but it's got a slash, and an A, and an S, and a slash, and that's what the law says is the signature. And I can show you the statutory code. So if they're doing it, I'm gonna do it. Like, okay, so let me show you the emails that I sent to the sheriff, Chris Castaneda. Okay, people. So, you know what? After I discovered this fraud that was being committed, I said, man, what are you going to do, Michael? You got to do something about this, and you want to do nothing about it, and you allowing it to happen. I don't want that to happen. I don't want nobody to ever believe that nonsense. All right, so here's one of my very first emails, okay? All I did was just, and I'll share these two, okay? Okay, and as I scroll through it, I'm going to reteach myself what this document was, right, and why I did it, right? But I'm showing you exactly how I've told everybody what was going on, and early on, okay? And this right here, the 224, this is not the time that it was sent. I want to say this is the time, or it could be, right? I'll find out right now, right? Okay, no, the time was right here, first. Okay, so the 4th is, okay, that's the time that I printed it. I saved it as a PDF from the actual Proton Mail, right? Okay, so let's find out what I did, okay? I'll remember. Okay, court coordinator. Okay, so this is me emailing the court coordinator, who is Julissa Sanchez Alvarado. Okay, I sent her an email on the 1st of this year, early on, okay, at 5:29 p.m. I text her, okay. I have done in past mistakes where I'm just explaining to whoever it was I was explaining it to, and I wrote everything that happened and how it was done, and then you know what, and it had no effect whatsoever because I didn't even reference a cause number. I didn't put what party of case it was involved with. I didn't put what county and state it was in, and I have seen things just go whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you know what, I've learned to just make some minor important notes, right? That can help anyone that you're sending this to, and show them that what it is, what you're being shown, what you're showing them is really happening. Okay, so that's enough of that. Okay, explaining. So this one says this. Today I've spoken with Janie, right? Who said she was county clerk, right? I also spoke with Sally Flores. Okay, people, if you're from Dimmit County, you need to share this, because I am teaching you exactly what it is I've done. And I'm going to read you all the emails proving that I've shown the sheriff, Chris Castaneda, that I've shown Sally Flores, that I've shown whoever it is I'm saying in these emails, okay? Because I have to rethink I don't have to rethink anything. Here's the email itself. I saved it in a PDF, okay? And so where I say, I'm going to read it, okay, because I want everyone to know what I went through. I wrote everything not because I'm making it up. I wrote everything in this email because that's the way it was happening. That's the way I remembered it. That's how I felt. I really went through it. I'm not being nice about it. I'm telling it like how it is. And if they don't like it, tough luck, because you know what? They can't even dispute what I said in this email that I sent to them. And they could be used as evidence that couldn't even be used against me and only against them. Do you understand what I've done, people? It says, I spoke with Sally Flores, right? And Janie, right? That day I called the court. And I'm telling Sally Flores, both of them. Hold on, people. I just got I gotta plug this in. Don't worry, I got my charger right here. Alright, so it says, I spoke to Sally Flores, right, and Janie, right? Both of them did not want to give me the list of papers, document, and I've shown that several times already, okay? And once again, okay, Mario gave me a paper like this. Oh wait, this is the paper he gave me. Okay, so I'm asking this email, right, to the court coordinator, okay, Julissa Sanchez Alvarado, okay. And then I'm telling, Julissa, that Sally didn't want to give me another copy, the updated version of the list of papers, right? Because at that time, here I go, I'm gonna say it, if they fooled me, and I'll tell you they fooled me, okay? But you ain't gonna fool me again, okay? And as I go, I learn, okay? And when I find out the truth, okay, they will see, and you will see that, you know what, you ain't gonna do me like that no more, straight up, right?